following is a presentation of WGAA Sports.
Cedartown High School basketball.
He dunks it! Lays it up. Got it! Yes! Three-pointer try.
Yes! Cedartown wins!
It's Cedartown High School Bulldogs basketball right here on WGAA 106.1 FM and AM 1340. Broadcasting online at WGAAradio.com and streaming on the TuneIn Radio app and Facebook Live. And now, let's head down to courtside for today's action.
Welcome into Cedartown High School basketball on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network, the Big Double A. Andrew Carter along with Sam Branch as we are ready to go just in a few moments for the boys' game as we're having the introduction of the starting lineups for the Bremen Blue Devils at this moment. Bremen wearing blue uniforms. Coach Chambers being introduced as the coach for the Bremen Blue Devils. And now for the Cedartown Bulldogs, the starters being announced at this moment. Hayde Rittenhouse gets the start. One of the all-tournament teams for the Hilbert-Patterson Invitational Tournament. Colton Prather also getting the start for Cedartown wearing number 12. Zane Diamond Paisley also on the all-tournament team. CDP. Sophomore number 11, Davion Smith. And the Randy Patterson Award winner from the tournament, number 21, Quinlan Cothran, who, as we mentioned before, Sam, is going to get an honor tomorrow, being honored for his 1,000 points scored as a Cedartown Bulldog, also getting recognized as the Randy Patterson player of the tournament for the Haralson County tournament last week. And looking forward to seeing how this Bulldog team does against a Bremen team that's at times has been good, at times has not.
Well, in Cedartown claiming two Randy Patterson Award winners, of course, Quinlan Cothran, but also Kinsley Boozer picking up the award for the Lady Dogs on that side of the tournament bracket. It'll be the big man, Quinlan Cothran, to the circle to tip for the Dogs. Getting ready to get underway here from Cedartown High School. Friday night hoops here on the Big Double A, and we are underway. Colton Prather will get the opening tip, and the Bulldogs are in action. And we already have a stoppage. The clock did not start. And we may have an issue with the clock. We have the scorers looking under the scorers table. And we have had issues with this clock before. Unfortunately, it has been a problem in a couple of games. So they're looking at things again. And although the Bulldogs won the opening tip, quickly a stoppage in play.
They may make us tip it again.
Cedartown wearing their home white uniforms, dogs and numbers in red trimmed in black, and then the red and black checkered down each side. Bremen in very similar uniforms. Theirs are all blue, and then it has a Blue Devil logo, and then numbers in white, and it has the same checkering down the sides, but of course it is in blue and white. Almost makes it look like a Duke Blue Devils uniform.
That's okay.
We have reset the clock, and so maybe we are good to go. And Cedartown will have possession, and we will just inbound from the far sideline.
So they run 2 seconds off the clock, 7:58.
But the shot clock is at 25. And I think they're wanting an adjustment there. We'll wait for them to get things settled.
Coach Cherry is the one over there kind of troubleshooting the board, trying to get it taken care of.
Serving as both head coach and IT director for Cedartown tonight. All right, so we've got 35 on the shot clock. We have 8 on the game clock. We should take both down about 2 seconds, or we may just let it run from the top, and it looks like we will. So Cedartown is going to inbound from the far sideline. It'll be Davion Smith that'll do the duties for Cedartown. Gets it into Hayden Rittenhouse, and we are officially underway. Quinlan Cothran from the baseline. 360 spin off the glass. In and out, no good. And Bremen comes down with the rebound. The Blue Devils will push it up into the front court. They'll go to the left side now, and we've got another stoppage in play by the official. And I believe it's going to be another clock issue. Right now, Bremen has on the floor for them number 4, Pearson, number 5, Jones.
So now the clock, it's the scoreboard on the far side is not synced up with the scoreboard on the other side. And, you know, I'm not going to say anything.
This has been an ongoing issue. We'll just leave it at that. Number 13, Merrill in for the Blue Devils. And I'll get you their final player in just a moment when he turns to the side where I can see his number. So once again, another stoppage in play. And Coach Green might be headed that way to help them troubleshoot it as well. So they've shut the clock off on the far wall. So if you're entering the gym and you're looking at the clock that you're looking at, that scoreboard has been completely shut off.
I don't know if there's a work order that can be put in for this, but it needs to happen.
I bet I know somebody that can make it happen. Maybe, just maybe, we can get that work order taken care of. We're ready. We're ready.
Yeah, we are.
And we go. Bremen with it, inbounds from the far sideline. Now they're at the Bulldog logo, going to work to the right side, working near wing. It's going to be number 3. Now back to the top of the key into Thacker Dudley. Left side Merrill. Now they're going to go to the perimeter, and they are going to get a travel call on number 4, Rhett Pearson, and that'll be a turnover, and Cedartown will get it right back. Looks like both clocks are now working. Cedartown hopefully about to settle into the rhythm and put some points on the board. ZDP inbounds it from the far sideline. They go into Davion Smith. Smith trying to work through a double team in the backcourt. They get it to Colton Prather. Breaks the timeline. Going to take it all the way to the basket. Oh, a quick pass to Quinley Cochran. And I don't think the big man was ready. And here come the Blue Devils. Into the front court quickly comes Merrill. Near side. Now they'll go back, working to the wing. Now they're going to drive the lane. They go underneath. Turn 360 shot there by Thacker Dudley. No good. Rebound taken by ZDP for the Bulldogs.
ZDP right place, right time. Davion Smith now top of the key for the Dogs.
They go to the right side to Colton Prather. Prather working off the far side wing. Cedartown working from right to left on your radio dial. That's 3 on the way from Smith. In the corner, no good. Rebound by the big man, Quinley Cochran. Quinley gets it to Prather. Prather a 3. It's no good. Rebound taken there by Thacker Dudley for Bremen. Now a 3 coming from the far sideline from the Blue Devils. It's no good. An offensive board taken at the top of the key by number 3, Serby. Serby with it, trying to work it around the perimeter. Top of the key. Dudley with it. Gives it right back to Serby. Serby working from the near side wing, moving it back to the middle of the floor. They'll go left side. Now they'll go into the paint. Now from the high post, they drive. A lot of contact.
Davion
Shot was
Smith.
up and no good.
Great job there, Davion. All ball right there.
Left side into the corner is ZDP. Now they'll work it back outside to Davion. Smith working off the near side wing. Going to work off of a high ball screen set by Quinley Cochran. The floater from the free throw line is no good. Rebound taken by Bremen.
2 minutes and no one scored yet.
Blue Devils left side of the key. Now they'll work it near side.
2 minutes into the game.
Jones with it underneath to Pearson. Pearson kicks it outside. Serby with a 3. No good. Rebound taken by Quinley Cochran. The big man goes up and gets it for the Dogs. It'll be Colton Prather across the timeline, working in. Top of the key, drives the lane, right side. Quinley Cochran with the pull-up jumper. Could not get that one to go. Rebound taken by Bremen. Quickly in transition. Serby underneath. A lot of contact. The basket is up, and it is good. And a chance at a 3-point play. They're going to get Hayden Rittenhouse. That'll be his first. And Serby puts the Blue Devils on the board. 2-0 your score. 5.5 minutes left to play here in this opening 8. Serby from the charity stripe with a chance to put the Blue Devils up 3. And he does so. Free throw is good. 3-0 your score. Cedartown gets it in to Colton Prather. Prather trying to work through this full court press. Gets it across the timeline. Right side to Davion Smith. Smith with it now. Trying to pick through the Blue Devil defense. They go to the right side to Zane Diamond Paisley. Diamond Paisley off the wing, puts it into the corner. Rittenhouse a wide open three, and it's good. Tie ball game, courtesy of the long ball from Hayden Rittenhouse. Bremen in transition, quickly working in front of the Bulldog bench. The handoff will go to Serby. Serby working from the wing, left side now, top of the key. A knock away. ZDP comes away with it. A steal. The basket. No good, but he draws the contact, and he'll go to the stripe to shoot two.
Going back to that three-pointer by Hayden Rittenhouse, that's the reason why he was on that all-tournament team, his three-point shooting. ZDP, the same way, his three-point shooting, and also the way he's been able to kind of be a utility player, kind of between the perimeter and going down low for shots. And here he is right now for two at the line. Chance to give Cedartown the lead right here. First free throw is good, and Cedartown is up 4-3.
First basket of the night for ZDP. He'll try to connect here. 1 for 1 so far from the strike. Second free throw attempt is up. It is good as well. Call it 2 for 2. 5-3 your score. Dogs on top. Blue Devils inbound. Full court press by the Dogs. They get it to the left side to Pearson. Pearson's going to push it across the timeline for Bremen. They come back to the middle of the floor to Merrill. Merrill working from the Bulldog logo. Now near side wing. The handoff back to the top. Serby left side now. Thacker Dudley with it, top of the key, and he's going to get called for the travel. The big man for the Blue Devils bet the big man for the Bulldogs, and we beat Blue Devils every time. Forcing the turnover, Cedartown will get the ball back. 4:41 left to play here in this opening frame.
We don't get burned by the Blue Devils that time.
5-3 your score. Cedartown with a one-possession lead. Gets it in to Davion Smith. Smith trying to work around, and they're going to get a foul quickly on number 13, Josh Merrill. That'll be his first. Cedartown will inbound. They get it into Quinlan Cothran. Cothran trying to push down the big man. Thacker Dudley takes it to the glass. No good. Rebound, put back, and it is good. The big man stuck with it, got his own board, and made it work.
Well, when he gets going, he's hard to stop, Quinlan Cothran.
Into the corner go the Blue Devils. Now they'll go back to the top of the key. They'll go to Serby, left side now. Working out of the corner is number 13, Merrill. Merrill's going to try to come down out of bounds. Last touch by Cedartown. It will stay Blue Devils basketball. Bremen will trigger from the baseline. It'll be Merrill. Gets it in quickly to Jones. Loose ball on the ground. Merrill will track it down in the backcourt for Bremen. Zane Diamond Paisley sticking right in his pocket, making him work for it. And they're going to get a foul called there on Diamond Paisley as Merrill was trying to work around. And Diamond Paisley drawing just a little bit too much contact, and that'll be his first.
First for the Bulldogs in this game, I do believe. 7-3 lead for the Cedartown Bulldogs.
Comes from the far side. We get it into Jones. Jones right at the timeline. Now the handoff goes to Merrill. Merrill working far side. The handoff now to Serby. Serby working it back to the left side. Now they'll try to drive the paint. They'll come back near side. A three on the way from Merrill. Off the front of the iron, no good. Rebound taken, though, by the Bremen Blue Devils. Top of the key, Thacker Dudley trying to, again, work for Quinlan Cothran, the big man. Not backing down. Holds his ground. Loose ball picked up by Merrill. Merrill drives. It's knocked out of bounds. The block courtesy of the Dogs. Out of bounds. It'll stay Bremen basketball.
Well, the Dogs are doing a great job of not fouling on these potential shots here for Bremen, doing a great job of defending the basket.
Inbounds comes from the baseline to Thacker Dudley. Now on the drive, the cut was going to Rhett Pearson, and we've got a foul called against the Bulldogs. They'll get Davion. That's going to be his first.
That'll be 2 on the Dogs in this period.
That will send number 4, Rhett Pearson, to the charity stripe. 7-3 is your score. Cedartown on top here in the opening frame. First free throw attempt is no good. Just over 3.5 minutes left to play. Some subs coming in for both the Bulldogs and the Blue Devils. Ashton Turner is going to check in for Cedartown as Davion Smith will get a breather. Bremen moving around some personnel on the floor for rebounding purposes. And the second free throw attempt on the way from Rhett Pearson. It is also no good, but Bremen comes away with the board. They'll pass it to the outside, right back to Pearson. Pearson now goes outside to Jones. Jones, far left side now to Serby. Serby trying to drive in. He's going to drive the perimeter. The kick back out goes to Merrill. Merrill with it. Back to Serby. Serby from the corner. Drives baseline. Then he tries to get it over here to Rhett Pearson, and he throws it away.
They're going to say it was off of a Cedartown player, and I I don't really see that happening. No argument, though, from Coach Cherry or anybody else in the gym. They just do get it in time on the 5 seconds.
They get it into Jones. Diamond Paisley picks him up on the perimeter. He spins out at the contact. The shot from Thacker Dudley was no good, and then it's on the floor. Last touch by Bremen. Cedartown basketball. Good defensive stand there by the Bulldogs on the low post.
The Dogs are doing a great job defensively speaking. Only allowing the 3 points so far for Bremen. Cedartown leading 7-3.
We break the press. We get it to Zane Diamond Paisley. Into the corner now to Quinley. Cotton right back to Diamond Paisley. The pass was off its mark, and Bremen comes away with it. It'll be Josh Merrill driving left side now. The kick out. They're going to drive, and they're going to get a foul on the floor. It'll be against the Bulldogs' Aston Turner. Jones put it on the floor, tried to drive, but he was fouled before going up into the shooting motion.
Davion Smith's going to come back in the ballgame, Sam, checking in for Colton Prather. Also a sub for Bremen.
Now we're ready to go. Bremen will trigger from the baseline. The inbounds will come from Merrill. They go into the corner. Jones quickly catching and releasing. Shot no good. 3-point attempt up and out. And it's Hayden Rittenhouse that brings down the board for the Dogs. Quickly in transition. We get Quinley Cochran, the one-handed jam. The big man making his presence known early. A 6-point lead for the Dogs, 9-3. Merrill with it. The handoff goes to Jones. Jones, far left side to Serby. Serby now trying to work it into the corner to number 14, Eli Brock. And we've got a travel call. And the Bulldog defense once again will hold and force the turnover. Cedartown basketball.
Well, Sam, there's still a few empty seats here, but there aren't as many as there were a moment ago. And they are some loud fans over here cheering for these Bulldogs. When Quinlan Cothran got that jam to go in, I'm telling you what, this place just exploded.
Davion Smith will dribble out of the pressure, and then we'll pick up a foul on number 13, Josh Merrill, as they cross the timeline.
Yeah, sticking to him like glue as he went down the floor. That's his third foul?
13th foul.
13th foul, yes.
2:20 left to play here in the opening period. Cedartown with a 6-point lead as Bremen making some substitutions. Cedartown will inbound right in front of the scorer's table. It'll be Davion Smith, goes into Quinley Cawthon, wide open. The fadeaway little floater is good there from the big man. Once again making his presence known down low. 11-3 is your score. Serby left side, now they're working at the top of the key to Dudley. Bo Dudley this time. Now they'll give it to Thacker Dudley, the bigger of the Dudleys. Number 2, Buffington with it, goes back outside to Brock. Brock working the left side. Bo Dudley, the drive, off the glass. The shot was no good. Hayden Rittenhouse tracks down the loose ball. Now he's going to push it up the floor. The mismatched shoes. The orange and the green goes to the pink shoes of Davion Smith. Now to the right side, into the corner, they'll go to ZDP. Aston Turner. Back to Davion. He's going to pull a 3, no good. Just out of the reach of Aston Turner for the rebound, and it goes to Bremen. On the other end, off the window, no good. Rebound taken by the Blue Devils, and once again put on the floor. Davion Smith tried to track it down. Loose ball out of bounds. It'll stay Bremen basketball.
1:24 to play. Bremen only with 3 points, and those were early. Bremen led off the start, but the Dogs have answered with 11 of their own. On an 11-3 run of the Dogs, they have, since Bremen led 3-0, the Dogs have scored 11 unanswered.
Buffington will trigger from the baseline. They get it into number 14, Brock. Brock, the handoff goes to Bo Dudley. Dudley's going to try to drive the lane. The kick out now, left side. Now they're going to work to Buffington. He's going to try to go back to Dudley. Dudley's going to fire a 3 from the corner, in and out, no good. Thacker Dudley with the rebound all over the back of Thomas Robertson, and now they're going to get Robertson for the foul.
Yeah, Robertson, that was the right call, I'm afraid to say, but Robertson was kind of on the back of the Bremen player. Are they going to say this happened on the floor? I don't think so. It's going to be 2. The official puts 2 fingers in the air for Thacker to go to the free throw line to shoot, but I thought they missed one on the other side just a moment ago, but it's going to give Bremen a chance at the line for 2.
Thacker Dudley settles in. First free throw attempt, in and out, no good. Too strong off the back of the iron.
Dogs have 5 fouls already in this period, but Bremen with only 3 points off of those fouls.
Dudley comes set. Second free throw attempt is on the way, and he's 1 for 2 from the stride.
So they got 1 basket from the floor and 2 free throws, and that's it so far for the visiting Bremen Blue Devils. 11-4 lead for Cedartown.
Ashton Turner will trigger for the Dogs from the baseline, gets it into Quinlan Cothran. The big man's going to push it up the floor on the far side. Quickly breaks the timeline all the way to the basket in transition, and they're going to call the charge on the big man Cothran.
Well, see, Cothran did kind of put some elbow grease into him, but the defender for Bremen was not set. He didn't have his feet set. It should have been a foul on Bremen. It was a missed call by the official.
So that'll be Cothran's first. Cedartown making some substitutions. The Woodall brothers are going to check in for Cedartown.
Wipes off a made basket there for the Dogs.
It'll be Buffington that brings it into the front court for the Blue Devils. Almost loses it. Have to give it up to Eli Brock. Brock top the key, going to try to drive right side. Runs into a Bulldog defender. Looking for somebody open. They finally get it number 21, Landon Hanna. Buffington top of the key, trying to work around Jamarius Woodall. The handoff goes to Bo Dudley. Dudley left side now. Jones going to try to drive the paint from the high post. Shot is up and it is good. And that's their only second basket made from the floor. It's 11-6. Bremen trying to creep back into this one in the final 60 seconds. Davion Smith with it at the Bulldog logo. Goes to the right side to Jacavian Woodall. Woodall trying to work from right to left. Now they go to Davion in the corner. He's going to try to drive the baseline. Has to bring it back outside to Jamarius Woodall. Woodall tries to give it over to his brother Jacavian Woodall, but it was knocked out of bounds by number 21 for the Blue Devils, Landon Hanna. And it will stay Cedartown basketball. You've got 15.8 on the game clock, 14 on the shot clock. Cedartown will inbound from the far baseline. It's Davion Smith, will throw it into the front court. There to Thomas Robertson. Robertson gives it back to Smith. Smith back to Robertson. Robertson, he's going to drive the baseline. Kick back out, Davion. Three on the way. Long, no good. Rebound, Ashton Turner. The putback, it's also no good. Woodall with the rebound. Robertson to Smith, and we don't have time to pull off another shot.
Yeah, I think if Robertson wants to do it over again, he'll take the three and not pass it, because when we threw the pass, we ran out of time to shoot it. We'll come back with the second period. Cedartown leads 11-6 here on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network.
Cedartown Automotive is your one-stop for all your automotive needs. For oil changes, new tires, or tire repair, brake work, tune-ups, air conditioner service, or repair, think of Cedartown Automotive. Cedartown Automotive is a longtime supporter of Cedartown High School athletics here on WGAA. Cedartown Automotive on East Avenue in Cedartown. Give them a call today at 770-749-5040 or stop by their beautiful location for fast and friendly service. And all the folks at Cedartown Automotive say, go Dogs!
Looking for a good used vehicle? Don't go out of town. Come see the folks at Dingler Motor Company, 526 North Main Street. Bad credit, no problem. Dingler Motor Company can get you back on the road in no time with their in-house financing. Top quality pre-owned late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Stop by and check out their wide selection at 526 North Main Street across from Livewire Surplus. Call them at 770-748-0906. Search them on Facebook at Dingler Motor Co. That's Dingler Motor Company.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big Double A.
Welcome back, and Cedartown will be on defense as we start the second period of play.
Buffington gets the inbounds pass from the far sideline. Just now getting it into the front court for the Blue Devils. Left side, they'll go to Jones. Jones going to try to drive from the perimeter. Runs into a whole lot of Bulldogs. Shot was up and no good. Rebound taken by Ashton Turner. Turner gives to Davion Smith. Davion pushing it up the floor. Gives to Jacavian Woodall. Woodall on the baseline. Back outside to Davion. A three on the way. Long, no good. Rebound taken by Bremen. The Blue Devils will push it up the floor quickly. Number 14, a block. A huge block by Jamarius Woodall. Bremen regains a three on the way, and they make us pay. Number 14, Eli Brock.
Well, just like that, it's 11-9. 2-point game.
Davion Smith with it to Ashton Turner into the front court. Far side, now we go to Quinlan Cothran, the big man for the Dogs, trying to get some work down low. Goes back outside to Jamarius Woodall, and he falls with it going into the paint, and they will get the travel called on Cedartown's Woodall. It'll be Bremen basketball with a chance to come down and tie or take the lead.
Woodall. Go back to that block, an incredible block there, but unfortunately, Bremen was able to get wide open on the perimeter and get that three-pointer to go.
Left side is Jones, and Jones gets called for the travel as he launches the three. It would have been good.
Yep.
But instead, it's a no basket, and it's Cedartown basketball. The Blue Devils right now, Andrew, on a 6-0 run after Cedartown led 11-3. Stoppage in play as the officials telling him to tuck his shirt in. Having a long conversation with him about it. You know, that's one of the things that the players are talked about when they have their pregame conference. You got to keep your uniforms in check, gentlemen. Davion Smith into the front court, working off the right side at the top of the key, fires a three, no good. Jamarius Woodall comes away with the rebounds for the Dogs, and now we've got a stoppage in play.
Quinlan Cawthorn had the ball. He was fouled. They're going to get number 5 for the Blue Devils. That is Jones. Foul number 1 in the period for Bremen, and Davion Smith will check it in.
Cedartown will check it in from the baseline. It'll be Davion Smith doing the duties, gets it into Ashton Turner. Turner over to the right side to Jacavian Woodall. Woodall working off the far side wing, puts it on the floor, tries to drive, picks up his dribble, looking for help, gives it to Quinlan Cawthorn, who drives the lane, gets it to fall on the baseline. The big man finally breaks the scoring drought for the Dogs, and it's 13-9. Near side is Jones. Jones tries to feed to the far side to Bo Dudley, and it's thrown out of bounds. Cedartown basketball subs coming in for the Dogs.
Yeah, he threw it in the girls' locker room, which is on the opposite side from where we are. Cedartown will have the ball back.
The Woodall brothers come out as Zane Diamond Paisley checks back into the game for the Dogs.
Yeah, good minutes by the Woodall brothers. Both of them did a great job there off the bench. And Cedartown has their starting 5 back out with the exception of Ashton Turner.
Davion trying to work off the left side, gets it to Rittenhouse. Rittenhouse in the corner, comes back to Smith. Smith to Turner, Turner to ZDP. Back to Ashton Turner, back to Smith, swinging the perimeter, left side, Rittenhouse. In the corner, trying to work down to the big man, Quinlan Cawthorn once again. The jumper was no good. Rebound by Ashton Turner, put back is good. The Dogs working hard down low. 15-9, Cedartown leads. Bremen hands off to Jones. Jones to Dudley. Dudley to Buffington. Buffington far side wing trying to work around ZDP. Has to give it up to Dudley. Now they'll come back right side. It's Jones with it. Top of the key, near side. They go to number 14, Brock. Brock left side to Bo Dudley. Dudley now gives to Hannah. Hannah going to try to drive around Cedartown's big man. Right there from the free throw line. Gets stopped in his tracks outside. 3 on the way. The fadeaway is no good. Rebound ZDP. Diamond Paisley gives it up. Or pushes it up the court, I should say, into the front court. Now into the corner. Stoppage in play.
I think they're going to get number 2. That's Buffington on the foul for the Bremen Blue Devils on that reach in. Good minutes there by Ashton Turner. He's going to get relieved for Colton Prather.
5:21 left to play here in the first half. Cedartown with a 15-9 lead over the visiting Bremen Blue Devils. Davion Smith with it off the near side wing, back to the top of the key into Colton Prather. Prather trying to direct traffic over to the right side to ZDP. ZDP working off the far side wing. Will now bring it back near side into the corner to Rittenhouse. Rittenhouse to Smith. Davion tries to drive, trying to work around the much taller defender. The shot is up and no good, but the rebound is taken by Rittenhouse. Rittenhouse to Cawthorn, and the finish at the rim. The two-handed jam for the Bulldogs' big man.
Quinlan just gets better and better.
17-9 your score. Bremen down low. Hannah with it. Tries to feed it to a cutting Buffington, but it's Davion Smith with the steal. Now to ZDP. The basket is good. And they're going to get ZDP. No, they're going to call that on Davion Smith.
Oh, my.
The offensive foul committed, and that's Davion's second.
That's going to wipe the 2 off the board, I think.
It will. We'll wait for the scoreboard to adjust. It is 17-9 with the Bulldogs leading. They'll start play. Buffington will bring it into the front court, left side. Now to Brock. Brock going to work to the right side. He's going to drive the lane. Gets that one to kiss off the glass. Eli Brock with the basket. Makes it a 6-point game, 17-11. Dogs on top. Colton Prather with it, trying to work around Buffington. Bounces it outside to Rittenhouse. Rittenhouse goes to ZDP. Now they'll come back near side. It'll be Robertson to Prather. Prather back to Thomas Robertson in the corner. Near side back to Prather now, working off the wing. Going to try to drive into the paint. 360 spin in the lane, off the glass, no good. Rebound taken by the Blue Devils. Quickly in transition, working over to the right side. Far side now is Serby. Serby working off the wing. We haven't seen him since the first period. He goes to Buffington. Buffington, the handoff goes back to Serby. Serby with a slide, no travel call. It looked like he got a little head start, and then a steal. Colton Prather to Quinlan Cawthorn, the big man, and a block called as Cawthorn was headed to the lane. Buffington is going to get called for the offense, and it's going to send Quinlan Cawthorn to the free throw line to shoot 2. Cedartown's big man all over the place, trying to extend the Bulldogs' 6-point lead.
Now, Cawthorn already has 10 points and 3 rebounds for this Dogs team. 10 of the 17 belong to the senior.
Quinlan warm-up dribbles. First free throw attempt is on the way, and it's good. Making a 7-point lead, 18-11. Dogs on top here at home. Friday night high school hoops here on the Big AA. Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network. Sam Branch alongside Andrew Carter. We appreciate you joining us tonight. Second free throw attempt, it's up and it's good. 19-11 is your score. Cedartown will press the inbounds. Bremen gets it in cleanly. Now they'll bring it across the timeline. Dudley Thacker drives the paint, the lane, the basket is good.
They just outran our coverage down there. He was open and it wasn't even touched as we went up for that little floater layup. And it's now 19-13.
Colton Prather with it, top of the key, working to his right, drives the paint, now dip outside. Rittenhouse a three, no good, off the back of the iron, too strong. Loose ball, Prather comes away with the rebound for the Dogs. Now he's gonna drive, and we've got a foul on the floor, and it's gonna be against the Blue Devils. Nice drive there by Colton Prather to draw the foul.
It's gonna be on the floor.
That'll be Bremen's 4th team foul of the period, 3:12 left to play.
Well, this will be the final foul they commit that won't result in 2 shots at the line. It looks like they will put him to the free throw line. They're going to say he wasn't the active shooter.
And we'll take it.
We certainly will.
So Prather to the charity stripe. Colton looking for his first points of the night. First free throw attempt is up. And it is no good. We've got a technical foul called on the Bremen coach.
So that's going to take everybody from the line, and now Colton's going to have another shot at some free throws, and the Dogs will have the possession.
So he should finish his first free throw from the first. Then he'll have 2 additional free throws, and then Cedartown will get possession of the basketball.
I wonder if they called the technical before his free throw was released, because they just put up one hand. That's up and no good. He's going to get another one here. We're going to send ZDP to the stripe this time.
So Prather missing on both free throw attempts. And now Zane Diamond Paisley will shoot the 2 from the technical, and the first one is good. A 7-point lead now for the Dogs, 20-13, after the technical called on the Bremen coaching staff. Second free throw attempt, it's good as well. A 7-point lead, an 8-point lead. 21-13 is your score. And we will inbound from the far sideline. It'll be Colton Prather. Has it knocked away, but Hayden Rittenhouse there to clean it up. Now back into the front court for the Dogs, and it's knocked away. Cedartown basketball as Bo Thacker got a hand in it and knocked it away for the Blue Devils. And what a heads-up play by Cedartown's Hayden Rittenhouse. That saved us a possession.
Sure did.
Thomas Robertson from the corner dribbles in. The floater from about 6 feet out. Can't get that one to finish. Rebound taken by the Blue Devils. Quickly, they go to Bo Thacker. Thacker tries to feed in the lane, and another steal by Colton Prather. That's his second of the game already. Over to the right side, loose ball picked up by Bremen in the corner. Thacker trying to dribble out of trouble, gives it to Buffington. Buffington will pass through the press to Pearson. Pearson near side, Bo Dudley, a 3 on the way. He was all by himself, no good. Rebound taken by Hayden Rittenhouse. Rittenhouse to Prather. Prather to Gwendolyn Cawthorn. Drives the lane, finishes at the rim, and it's good. The big man just making hay down low for the Bulldogs, and we've got a 10-point lead. A timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. We'll be back after this break here on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network, the Big AA.
Are you ready for steel? Equipment, that is. At Croker's Hardware in Cedartown, we've got all the steel equipment. Blowers and shredder vacs, chainsaws, augers and drills, trimmers and brush cutters. We're very proud to be a retailer for the steel product line. As an independent dealer, we can provide many services that the big box chain stores just can't match. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff is always ready to help you select the equipment that meets your specific needs. So call Croker's for a steel today. That's 770-748-4842 to learn more about steel in Cedartown.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
2:30 left to play here in the first half. Cedartown with a 10-point lead, 23-13, as we're on the bookend of the 60-second timeout. The Dogs looking good so far. Quinlan Cothran with 14 points so far. Also 4 for ZDP, a couple for Ashton Turner, and Hayden Rittenhouse has a 3-pointer.
Bremen will inbound from the far baseline out of this timeout. 5 on the floor, ready to go. The inbounds will go to number 13, Merrill.
He almost lost the handle.
He'll dribble through the traffic. Now he's going to try to drive the lane, and they're going to get a foul called against ZDP.
And I think they may count the basket.
Nope, it's going to be on the floor. Thankfully. I was afraid that they were going to count that one, Andrew, like you were. But they signaled on the floor, and we'll take it. So
I think, yeah, you're right. The foul did happen before he went into the act of shooting.
Merrill with it off the inbounds, going to try to drive. Gets blocked, and another block. This time by Quinlan Cochran.
Almost took the official out.
Went up and said, "Not in my house. Not tonight." Got a flat tire on ZDP. Now we're ready to go. Inbounds will go to Dudley. Thacker Dudley gives the handoff back to Josh Merrill. Merrill with it from the elbows. Going to drive from inside the free throw line, and that one falls. 23-15. Cedartown gets it into Colton Prather. Prather will push it up the floor for the Bulldogs. Nearing the timeline. Now into the front court. Left side, Quinlan Cothran from the wing. The handoff goes to ZDP. Free throw line, elbow, fadeaway jumper. No good. Rebound taken by Bremen. The Blue Devils will push it into the front court. The handoff goes to Serby. Serby top of the key. Now the left side. Now they'll work it into the corner. It's going to be Rhett Pearson with it. Brings it near side to Buffington. Buffington, top of the key. Dudley drives. Hook shot. No good. Quinlan Cothran with the rebound. Loose ball picked up by Thacker Dudley. Dudley now drives the lane. Tries to split 2 defenders. The shot was no good, but some contact, and he'll head to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Same will happen right there. Quinlan was heading down the floor. Bremen able to kind of reach their hand in there, knock the ball loose, kind of rolled it a little bit, and then they pick up the loose ball, and then the foul called on Cedartown on that attempt, that shot attempt, sending number 10, Thacker Dudley, to the free throw line to shoot, and the first one is no good. It rolls out of the rim and does not go.
Jacavian Woodall is going to check into the game for the Dogs as Colton Prather comes out. ZDP coming out.
Bremen still hanging into this game, 23-15.
Isaiah Johnson checking into the game for the Dogs. Second free throw attempts on the way from Thacker. It's no good. And Johnson quickly gets the rebound for the Dogs. Davion brings it into the front court. Top of the key, right side, Jacavian Woodall. Woodall with it. He's going to work from the top of the key. The handoff goes to Smith. Smith now trying to drive the lane, working in the paint. Has to go back outside to Johnson. Johnson feeds Jacavian on the baseline. The shot is up. Oh, no good. High off the window. A lot of contact, nothing called, and Bremen comes away with it.
In fact, Bremen had hands on the basketball as it went up, and it was almost an assisted shot. If it had gone in, it would have been assisted by the defense.
Instead, it's Bremen with a hook shot on the other end. No good. Isaiah Johnson with his second rebound in as many offensive possessions. Davion Smith's going to push it up the floor for the Dogs into the front court, working to the right side of the top of the key. Now he's going to try to drive, goes baseline, and that's going to be a foul. And Davion will head to the free throw line to shoot 2.
They're going to get number 3 on the foul, Cybrey. Ashton Turner is going to go back in at the next sound of the horn.
First free throw attempt on the way from Davion is no good. Jamarius Woodall will check in. Ashton will get Davion. If we get another spot to sub him in. Second free throw attempt is up. It's also no good. Rebound taken by Quinlan Cothran, the big man in the paint. Gives it off to Jamarius Woodall. Off the glass, no good. Bremen fighting for the rebound, bounces it back in. Quinlan Cothran in traffic.
Off the deflection from Bremen, got it to go.
Clear the lane. My goodness. Bremen in traffic now, trying to drive in the paint. That shot is no good. Loose ball, Buffington comes down with it. We've got a foul called on the Bulldogs.
Probably going to get Davion Smith. We'll see who they call it against.
It's going to be against Jamarius Woodall.
Well,
we'll take it. Otherwise, that would have been Davion's third.
Yeah.
That's only Jamarius's first.
They will bring Davion out as Ashton Turner comes in.
Inbounds will go to Thacker Dudley. Dudley's just going to drive the baseline, goes around a clear path. The shot was no good. And once again, Isaiah Johnson in there for his third rebound of the game. He's only been in the game 2.5 minutes. Quinlan Cawthorn driving, the floater no good. Rebound Jacavian Woodall, the putback, it's no good. Loose ball picked up by Bremen. And that's going to do it. Bremen was going to try to pull off a last-second shot, but they will not get it to go. And Cedartown will take a 10-point lead into the locker room at the half. 25-15 your score. Dogs on top here at home on a Friday night. We'll take a 2-minute break. We'll come back and we'll talk a little bit about this first half. We'll also preview the big matchup here tomorrow at the Doghouse. The Jackets will come calling. The Dogs will be ready. We'll be back after this break here on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network, the Big AA.
Attention high school sports fans, are you an armchair official? You know, the parent or fan who constantly yells at the referees and loves to let everyone know just how bad you think they are. Well, if you think you could do better, then get in the game and prove it. It's time for you to suit up and make the calls where they actually count. Every sport in Georgia needs more officials. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Bradford's Drugstore on North Main Street in Cedartown is your locally owned and operated Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Bradford's accepts most prescription plans, and remember Bradford's for all of your gift and decor needs. Bradford's pharmacist takes time to get to know you, explain your medication, and answer any questions that you may have. Go by and see Bill Brewster and all the fine folks at Bradford's the next time you need a prescription filled. Also use their convenient drive-thru. Bradford's Drugstore, 500 North Main Street, Cedartown, 770-748-3100. And all the folks at Bradford say, go Dogs.
Rocky and Patty Tillery, 2 Cedartown High School graduates, and they stayed right here in the county and went into business. They employ right at 100 people, and they've been doing that for a long time. Most of their work is from out of the county, but they want to push our youngsters here, no matter what they're doing, Little League, Pony League, high school baseball, basketball, football, and soccer, and that's Polk County Public Service. They appreciate serving you.
Livewire Surplus. Stop in today at 546 North Main Street. New items are arriving all the time. At Livewire, they have unbelievable deals on lawnmowers, weed eaters, and leaf blowers. But that's not all. How about your patio? Livewire has top-of-the-line grills, patio tables and chairs, fire pits, and so much more. All fresh off the truck, brand new, still packaged, and price to sell. Livewire Surplus, 678-861-5021. Take your truck. You're going to need it to load up on the savings.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
Back here at the Doghouse, we're at the half. Cedartown leads at 25-15 over the Bremen Blue Devils. And Sam, we mentioned, how big Cedartown won, when we played Bremen the first time, and that's certainly a chance to do so again. But I can just see already that Bremen is improved since we played them last time. You expect that, of course, it being the first one of the first games for both squads when we played them back in November. But here we are in the early part of January. Quinlan Cawthorn, my goodness, they can't really stop him. 16 points already for the senior Quinlan Cawthorn. He has just been unstoppable. Once he gets going underneath, he's pretty tough to stop. And I just saw a replay on him. I got the NFHS replay on my phone there, and I just saw the last dunk he did, and it was just so impressive. But when Quinlan plays well, the Bulldogs play well, and that's exactly what's happening today with a 10-point lead, 25-15.
Yeah, you mentioned those 16 points. That comes from a perfect 2-for-2 trip to the stripe, and then he is shooting 7 for 12 from the floor so far. He's also got 4 rebounds to go with that. Adding to the scoring effort is Zane Diamond Paisley with 4, Hayden Rittenhouse with 3, and Ashton Turner with 2. And Turner's was off of a rebound as well, an offensive board that he was able to turn into some points for the Bulldogs. So Cedartown, with this 10-point lead, things going the way of the Dogs tonight over this Blue Devils squad. But as you said, Andrew, I do believe that this Bremen team is a much improved team from what we saw earlier in the season. Cedartown effective down low, though, with their nice post play there by the big man Quinlan Cawthorn. We've also had some play there in the low post from Jamarius Woodall when he's been coming off of the bench, and so you like to see Cedartown being able to dominate down low. That's where we are effective. That's where we can score points. That's where we can really lay the hurt on a team, is when we can move the ball effectively in the low post. We also do well when we're able to shoot some perimeter shooting. Cedartown not able to get any perimeter shots really to fall tonight. They are only 1 for 7 from outside of the arc, just over 14%, and you've got to be much higher on that if you want to be effective from that range. However, with a Bremen team, you can afford to miss a few, but what you really want to do is be able to mix it up. That way you can keep this defense guessing. You know, it's a lot like football. If the team is a very run-dominant team and you know that they're going to just run the ball down your throat, the defense will stack the box. They'll put 7, 8 guys in the box, and they'll say, well, if you're going to run it, we're going to stack the box, and we'll see, which team is better. Same thing in basketball, because you've got to spread the floor some. You've got to spread it amongst your players. You've got to have everybody with the ability to make a shot, and make a shot at any part of the floor, really, and keep that defense guessing. But so far, Cedartown doing exactly what they need to do here tonight with this 10-point lead here at the half, 25-15.
Yeah, you're expected to play good against teams that aren't having the best year, and Cedartown has certainly done that against this Bremen team. Hey, Sam, we got a pretty big ball game tomorrow here at the Doghouse. It's the first of 2 games against the Rockmart Yellow Jackets. The Jackets coming to the Doghouse. It's always a lively atmosphere. Something wild and crazy always happens. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not good. Hopefully tomorrow will be good. It all begins tomorrow at 1:30 p.m. with a JV game. Our broadcast will start at 3 o'clock with the varsity girls. They'll try to bounce back against the Rockmart Yellow Jackets, Lady Jackets at 3 o'clock. And then the boys match up at 4:30 p.m. here at the Doghouse. And this tiny, intimate gym will be sure to be filled to the brim with fans. And it's going to be loud. It's going to be rowdy. And that's the way you like it for a Cedartown Rockmart game. And that's what we're going to have tomorrow when we face off against the Rockmart Yellow Jackets, our cross-county rival. And looking forward to the matchup. Looking forward to seeing Quinlan Cawthorn versus what's their main guy, or one of their main guys?
Tristan Anderson,
of course.
Big man for the Jackets.
Yep.
A battle between those two is always a good one.
Always going to be fun. All right, folks. Well, we were at the half. Cedartown with a 25-15 lead over the Bremen Blue Devils. We're going to take this opportunity to let our sponsors talk about themselves, and we'll come back with the tip-off of the second half here in just a few moments on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network, the Big Double A.
Cedar Valley Golf Course has been the place to play golf in Cedartown and Polk County for 100 years. Locally owned and operated since 1924, Cedar Valley Golf Course offers 18 holes of some of the most beautiful fairways and greens in the area. Cedar Valley Golf Course is a proud supporter of the Cedartown High School Bulldogs and the greater Cedartown and Polk County region. Call today for tee time, 770-748-9671. Located just south of Cedartown at 1811 Buckhannon Highway. Cedartown's original golf course, celebrating 100 years. Cedar Valley Golf Course.
Timeout.
All right. Remember, we're a team that plays together. Listen, the winning will take care of itself. We just have to get everyone involved.
In interscholastic sports, we celebrate what makes every one of us unique. And in the pursuit of a common goal, everyone in the huddle, in the bleachers, and in the community comes together. This message presented by the GHSA and the Georgia Athletic Directors Association.
Make the right play. Go to Peach State Ford in Cedartown today.
Rush to Peach State Ford in Cedartown. Peach State Ford has a championship lineup of new and pre-owned vehicles. Peach State Ford is now open in your backyard.
Peach State Ford is proud to be part of your local community. Whether you're waiting for your vehicle to get serviced, picking up a part for your vehicle, or stopping by to check out a new vehicle for yourself, Peach State Ford offers a wide range of amenities to enhance your experience. Peach State Ford in Cedartown, 2076 Rockmart Highway, 770-748-3673. Cedartown Automotive is your one-stop for all your automotive needs. For oil changes, new tires, or tire repair, brake work, tune-ups, air conditioner service, or repair, think of Cedartown Automotive. Cedartown Automotive is a longtime supporter of Cedartown High School athletics here on WGAA. Cedartown Automotive on East Avenue in Cedartown. Give them a call today at 770-749-5040 or stop by their beautiful location for fast and friendly service. And all the folks at Cedartown Automotive say, go Dogs!
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big Double A. Welcome back, Cedartown Basketball, Big Double A, 106.1 FM and AM 1340.
your home for Cedartown High School sports. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow morning. A little shout out to my buddy Sam for Saturdays with Sam.
On the Big Double A.
On the Big Double A, 745.
Lots of classic country.
That's right. Of course, the Big Double A now Double A country.
That's right.
Playing your classic country hits from the, just from the 90s, 80s, 70s, and all the way back to the 40s on a few occasions. You'll likely hear an abstract country song or two when Sam is on the board, so hope you'll join us for that. Tomorrow morning, I'll probably join Sam during the birthday club. We'll talk about these games and preview that Rockmart game. Might even talk a little bit about some football, too. Always a fun time as we're about ready to start this second half play. Bulldogs will have the possession as we are ready to go here in quarter number 3. As soon as the music stops. There it goes.
Cedartown inbound from the far sideline. It'll be Colton Prather that will bring it into the front court for the Dogs. Prather going to work to his right. Cedartown now working from left to right on your radio dial. Hayden Rittenhouse with it. Back to Prather. Prather top of the key. Going to go back to Rittenhouse. Rittenhouse is going to step into a 3. That one was off its mark. Knocked away by ZDP. Rittenhouse gets it to Quinlan Cawthorn. Now Davion Smith. And the basket is good.
Already we got a stoppage of play. Timeout Bremen. So we'll take it with them. Cedartown now leads 27-15. We'll be back in a moment.
Looking for a good used vehicle? Don't go out of town. Come see the folks at Dingler Motor Company, 526 North Main Street. Bad credit, no problem. Dingler Motor Company can get you back on the road in no time with their in-house financing. Top quality pre-owned late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Stop by and check out their wide selection at 526 North Main Street across from Livewire Surplus. Call them at 770-748-0906. Search them on Facebook at Dingler Motor Co. That's Dingler Motor Company.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big Double A.
Bremen will inbound out of the timeout from the baseline. They break the full court press. Serby with it on the other end. Hook shot under the basket. Gets that one to go, and it's back to a 10-point lead for the Dogs. 27-17. Davion Smith dribbling out of the traffic, breaking the press that Bremen had set up. Falling with the ball, picked up there by Merrill. Merrill left side. Serby again to the basket, and a foul called on the Dogs as Serby goes to the floor hard.
Colton Prather, I think, will get called for the foul. Reaching in there, that'll be Colton's second. Well, the timeout worked for Bremen. They got points off of it and then denied Cedartown really kind of an unforced turnover there by Davion Smith. Kind of uncharacteristic of him.
Serby to the stripe. First one on the way. No good. So it stays a 10-point lead for the moment, 27-17. Bremen calling that very early timeout, trying to make it pay off, and the back end is good, and it's now 27-18. Cedartown on top. Davion, Colton Prather. Prather with it, near side, working off the wing, trying to work around. Serby goes back to Smith. Smith left side. They'll swing it to ZDP. He's going to pull a 3, and it's good. Just like that, Diamond Paisley opens it back up to double-digit lead. It's 30-18, Dogs on top. Right side is Jones. Jones comes near side, Serby into the corner. They go to number 4 with it, Pearson. Now back to Serby outside. Serby's going to drive outside the kick to Pearson. A 3 on the way, and it's good. So back-to-back threes.
They just keep on answering.
30-21 your score. Colton Prather with it, Davion. Back to Prather. Prather, right side. Hayden Rittenhouse into the corner. He'll go back to Colton Prather. Prather thought about a 3, brings it down. Davion Smith with a 3. It was short. Hayden Rittenhouse trying to get the save there, but it'll go back to Bremen.
Put another dent in the padding as he was trying to get to it. Hit that pad hard. Bremen, though, gets the turnover.
Merrill gives it up to Pearson. Pearson, top of the key, going to work to the right side. The dish off goes to number 5, Jones. Jones with a 3, and that one finds its way home.
Bremen getting hot from beyond the arc.
A 6-point lead for the Dogs now, 30-24. Davion Smith with it, far side. Now going to work back to the middle of the floor, brings it to ZDP. He's going to drive the baseline, tried to go underneath with it, and it's knocked away, and it's going to be Bremen basketball. They're going to say it was last touched by ZDP as it went out of bounds.
The shot was blocked and never touched it again. I don't know what the official saw that I didn't see.
Inbounds will go to number 13, Merrill. Colton Prather picks him up in the front court. or the backcourt, I should say. Now they bring it into the front court. Cross the timeline, working off a high ball screen. The drive, the floater, knocked away. They kick it back out to Serby. Bremen still with possession. Now they turn it over. They tried to get it over to the left side. Quinlan Cothran was there for the steal. ZDP on the other end, off the window, and it's good. Zane Diamond Paisley working the position down low. Gets it to go, and it's 32-24. Timeout on the floor. We'll take it with him. We'll be back after this break here on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network.
Have you been to Croker's Hardware and Supply lately? Croker's is the place to find everything you need, from boots to fencing, from plumbing supplies to wood and gas stove fittings, everything, even paint and flooring. Whether you're building or repairing, everything you need is right here at Croker's Hardware on East Avenue. Name brands galore right here in your back door. Orca and Yeti coolers and tumblers, case knives, native eyewear, buck stove grills, and more. At Croker's, you can find everything.
Go by and see the friendly staff there at 1192 Rockmart Highway. That's Croker's Hardware in Cedartown.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big Double A.
Out of the timeout, Bremen will trigger from the baseline. They will get it into number 13, Josh Merrill. Merrill will bring it into the front court for the Blue Devils, far sideline. Davion picks him up at the perimeter. He's going to go to the left side. He's going to try to drive the paint on the weak side. Contact, basket is good. A chance at a three-point play. They're going to get Aston Turner. That'll be his second. 32-26 with a chance to tack on one more. So Merrill from the stripe. The and one is good. 32-27 your score. Every time the Dogs open it up, Bremen finds a way to come back into it. Cedartown still with the lead though. Davion Smith with it, a three on the way, no good. Out of bounds, last touch by Cedartown. It'll be Bremen basketball.
Yeah, Bremen's number 3 did a good job of screening Rittenhouse from being able to get to that ball. And Bremen will have it after the Dogs fail to score.
Merrill into the front court, working off the far side. Going to work off a high ball screen set by Serby from the free throw line. The shot is up and no good. And the rebound is taken by the big man for the Dogs, Quinlan Cothran. He gives it up to the little man for the Dogs, Davion Smith from the Bulldog logo. Working to his right, trying to work around. Gives it up to Rittenhouse. Rittenhouse goes right back to Davion with it. Trying to work around Merrill. The handoff goes to Aston Turner. Turner back to Davion. They'll reset the offense and go again. Has it knocked away, picks up the loose ball. Davion left side. ZDP a three, no good. Too strong. Oh, and Quinlan Cothran, a lot of contact, but nothing called. Bremen came away with the rebound, and then quickly in transition, Jones takes it to the basket, gets the fingertip roll, and it's 32-29. Bremen again trying to claw their way back into this one. The Dogs trying to put some more space. We'll go to Quinlan Cothran. The big man's going to drive the baseline. 360 spin. Shot is up. A lot of contact. Quinlan will head to the free throw line to shoot 2.
They're getting number 4, I believe, on the foul. Contact with the arm right there. Quinlan Cothran to the stripe, trying to add to his points total. He's got 16, none so far, though, in the second half.
First one on the way for Cothran is good, and now he's got a point here in the second half. Bremen outscoring Cedartown 14-8. But the Dogs still with the lead, 33-29. Looking to add to it here. And they will with the second made free throw. So Cothran 2 for 2 on that trip, and it's 34-29. And here come the Blue Devils. Josh Merrill into the front court with it across the Bulldog logo, working from his right to left. Now back at the top of the key. Now working back to his right is Jones. Jones with it. Going to come near side to Serby, in and out of his hands. Pass was too hot to handle. Hot potato played in the corner, and Bremen lost it. Bulldog basketball, 3:48 left to play in the third period.
Stretch Armstrong was the only one who had a chance to get to that one.
Davion left side, ZDP. ZDP gives back to Davion. Smith trying to get the offense to get set up. Coach Cherry directing traffic from the sideline. Davion with it again. Needing some help. Gives it to Aston Turner. Back to Davion Smith. He's going to try to drive a shot from the elbow. Off the glass, no good. Quinlan Cothran comes away with the rebound. Gives it to Aston Turner. Turner to ZDP. Off the window. It is good. Good teamwork there by the Dogs.
Now we need the defense to get a stop right here. Get it to the left corner. They're going to try three. Short. Rebound by Cedartown.
Yep, Serby just couldn't get it to go. And the big man, Quinlan Cothran, is there for the rebound. Left side now is Ashton Turner. Back to Smith. Davey on top of the key. Drives the paint. The floater. No good. A lot of contact, but nothing called. Bremen with the rebound. They'll get it into the front court. Here's Merrill. Merrill top of the key. Right side, they go to Jones. Jones working off the far side wing. Comes back near side Serby. Serby near side wing. Now they're going to go back to Merrill. Merrill's going to try to drive. Gives it up. The floater, no good. Rebound, Quinlan Cothran. Once again, the big man going up for the board. Quickly in transition, just over the head of Zane Diamond Paisley, out of bounds.
Yeah, it's ill-advised right there by the Bulldogs. He had a chance to get something going right here, but unfortunately that one right there, just a pass that you just gave it right back to the opponent. 2:30 to play in the third period, and Bremen has the ball back.
Pearson checks it in to Josh Merrill. Merrill into the front court. Colton Prather picks him up at the logo. Now they'll go right side to Bo Dudley. Back to Merrill. Merrill, far side, into the corner. Now they'll come outside. They go to Eli Brock, top of the key. Now they'll go to Pearson. Pearson over the right side to Dudley. Dudley looking for some help. Has to give it up. Merrill with it. 10 on the shot clock for the Blue Devils. Over to the left side. They're going to fire a three as Pearson from the corner. In and out, no good. Ashton Turner comes away with the board for the Dogs. Gives it up to Colton Prather. Prather to ZDP. ZDP from the corner. Drives, beats some defenders. Left side. Near side, they'll go to Quinlan Cothran. The big man's going to show some range. The three is no good, and the rebound is taken by the Blue Devils. Dudley Thacker with the board for Bremen. Gives it up to Merrill. Merrill brings it into the front court. Cedartown getting ready to make some substitutions at the next stoppage in play. Right side, a three on the way. Flat-footed was Pearson. Off the top of the backboard, no good. Hayden Rittenhouse comes away with the board. Colton Prather into the front court, gives it up to ZDP. ZDP floats it to Quinlan Cothran. Right back to ZDP. The floater, no good. Ashton Turner comes away with the rebound for the Dogs. Outside of three, it's no good. The putback is good, though. ZDP finishes it.
And thanks to Quinlan Cothran, who saved it from going out of bounds, used his one hand to throw it over to ZDP, who was in perfect position for the two.
Over to the right side is Bremen. Thought about a three, pulled it down. They go to Eli Brock. Eli can't get over the big man for the Dogs, Quinlan Cothran. Ashton Turner comes away with the rebound. Quickly gives it up to Colton Prather. Prather ahead to ZDP. Zane Diamond Paisley. The back away three, no good. Quinlan Cothran trying to get a big hand on it to bring in that rebound. Can't get it. And it'll be Bremen basketball as it goes out of bounds.
44 seconds to go in the third. Dogs with a 9-point lead, 38-29, as Rittenhouse takes a seat on the bench for the next few seconds.
Josh Merrill will bring it down the floor for Bremen. Right at the Bulldog logo, left side now, back to Merrill. Merrill trying to drive the paint, the dish over, trying to get it underneath to Thacker Dudley, and it's knocked out of bounds, and it'll be Cedartown basketball.
I think they initially said Bremen ball, but then they changed the call. I think Bremen thought it was going to be their basketball as well. That's why they let it go out of bounds.
Thomas Robertson will check into the game for Ashton Turner. Of course, we know Robertson can shoot the long ball. Just over 30 seconds left in this third period of play. Shot clock is off as now we're under 30. Colton Prather will bring it into the front court for the Dogs, across the logo. Working to the near side, trying to go around. Has to kick it back outside. There's Robertson from just inside the arc. Thomas Robertson can't get that one to go. Jacavian Woodall is going to be there to clean it up on the backside. The dish over to Quinlan Cothran. Can't get it, but the putback is good.
40-29, Quinlan Cothran continuing to dazzle.
On the other end of the floor, a block by the big man. He'll get it up and heave it down, but it will not go. But the Dogs are on top as we go to the final 8 minutes. 38-29 your score. Cedartown leads. We'll be back with the fourth period. Friday night, high school hoops here on the Big AA.
What's the biggest myth about interscholastic performing arts? That you have to be the most talented or experienced to participate. The truth is, anyone can be a part of their school's performing arts. There are countless opportunities for students to participate, from theater, choir, and band to speech and debate. The bottom line, if you want to perform, there's a place for you.
This message presented by the NFHS and the GHSA.
Bradford's Drugstore on North Main Street in Cedartown is your locally owned and operated Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Bradford's accepts most prescription plans, and remember Bradford's for all of your gift and decor needs. Bradford's pharmacist takes time to get to know you, explain your medication, and answer any questions that you may have. Go by and see Bill Brewster and all the fine folks at Bradford's the next time you need a prescription filled. Also use their convenient drive-thru. Bradford's Drugstore, 500 North Main Street, Cedartown, 770-748-3100. And all the folks at Bradford say, go Dogs.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big Double A.
40-29 is your score as we start the final 8 minutes here from the Doghouse. Friday night high school hoops here on the Big Double A. Sam Branch alongside Andrew Carter. And Bremen will get it into Buffington to open the fourth period. Buffington into the front court, working to his left. They get it to Brock. Brock goes into the corner. Now they'll come back to Brock with it. He's going to go right side, right back to Buffington. Buffington trying to work it down low. Thacker Dudley, the shot is up, and it is no good. A foul called, but it'll be on the floor. We'll wait for the call, and it will be against Jacavian Woodall.
That's his first foul of the fourth period as we're just underway.
Bremen will trigger from the baseline. It'll be Buffington. He'll get it in. The shot is up immediately there from Landon Hanna, and it is good, and it's now 40-31. Colton Prather with it, trying to work around Buffington in the backcourt, brings it into the front court across the timeline, working to the near side. Now he's going to go to his left, puts it on the floor, gives it up, and we've got a foul called, and it'll be against the Blue Devils. We'll wait for a number.
Number 11 gets the foul, but that's unfortunate because that, we had it to Quinlan Cawthorn. It was a passing play, and he had a wide open shot there to the hoop, but unfortunately the foul called, and it will force an inbounds pass coming up for the Dogs.
Colton Prather will trigger from the baseline, gets it into Jacavian Woodall. He takes it off the glass, no good, and the rebound taken by Bremen. Blue Devils trying to dribble through some trouble, didn't have any help. Now they'll get it into the corner, and then that is blocked away by Jacavian Woodall. They were trying to work it into the corner to Eli Brock. Brock was trying to work it to the middle of the floor, and Jacavian rejected it out of bounds. Otherwise, that was probably going to be a fairly easy basket for Bremen. So Buffington will trigger from the baseline. They get it into Eli Brock. Brock from the top of the key, going to work to his left now. Now goes to his right and threw it right to Jacavian Woodall. Some more defensive play there by Jacavian Woodall. He gets it up to ZDP for the Dogs. They go to Colton Prather. Prather from the baseline, under the basket, goes out to Jacavian, and Woodall gets that one to kiss off the window. 42-31.
Wow.
Love it. Buffington into the front court. Now they'll go into the corner. Brock with it from the near side corner. Comes back outside to Buffington. Buffington top of the key. Landon Hanna with it from the free throw line. Struggling with it. Put it on the floor, got it back. Now he'll give it to Buffington. Buffington trying to work around a double team, gives it up to Bo Dudley. Dudley comes back near side to Brock. Brock now working from the near side, gives it up back up to Buffington. Now they go down low, back outside. Bo Dudley, a three from the corner, well short. Rebound taken by Muldoon, and the basket is good there from the Bremen Blue Devils.
Well, they earned that one too. That was, they just only had less than 3 seconds to go on the shot clock. Were able to get that one to go in with some defenders around him.
Zane Diamond Paisley with it, gives it up to Quinlan Cawthorn, and another foul is going to be called against the Blue Devils, and it'll be against number 15, Muldoon, for Bremen.
Again, another foul that was on the floor as Cedartown was in the middle of a scoring play.
We'll get it into Quinlan Cawthorn, the big man from just beyond the elbow, comes near side now. Hayden Rittenhouse, a three on the way, in and out, no good. Rebound taken by the Blue Devils. It'll be Buffington with it. Pushing it ahead goes to Bo Dudley. Dudley working from the far side. Now bringing it back near side, middle of the court. Top of the key. Now he's going to go back to Buffington in the far side corner. The step away three. It's long. No good. Off the head of Muldoon. Loose ball. Now Bremen comes away with it. The offensive board for the Blue Devils. A three is no good. And it is going to be out of bounds. Last touch by Cedartown. It'll stay Bremen basketball with a host of Bulldog subs coming in. Jamarius Woodall checks in, as well as Ashton Turner and Davion Smith, as Jacavian Woodall, Zane Diamond Paisley, and Colton Prather will come to the bench. 42-33 is your score. 5:40 left in this contest here tonight. Dogs trying to pick up another win here at home on the season. Bremen will trigger from the baseline. They get it into Landon Hanna. That floater is good from about 6 feet out, and it is 42-35. Davion Smith will bring it down the floor into the front court for the Dogs. He's going to come near side to Hayden Rittenhouse. Rittenhouse top of the key, left side now. Quinlan Cawthorn working off the wing. He'll back it out into corner far side. Now he drives, works through some traffic, and we've got a charge called against Quinlan Cawthorn. My goodness, I don't know about that one.
I don't get that one. I don't understand that.
Maybe I need to go back to basketball school.
Like you ever went.
Exactly. Maybe I need to attend a summer class. At any rate, it's Bo Dudley with it, left side. Now they'll work it in the corner to Buffington. They'll go underneath. Wide open was Dudley on the cut, and he gets the free basket. And it's 42-37. Dogs need to come back and answer here. They go to Quinlan Cawthorn. Put it in the hands of the big man and watch him work.
Yeah. So the official here on the near side, they're going to call the foul on Bremen, but the official that called the charge earlier wasn't sure if it was offensive or defensive foul. They're going to give Quinlan the benefit of the doubt this time, and he's going to go to the line for two. And Sam, we need these right here because Bremen has been on a run here. They're outscoring us 8-2 in the last few minutes, and he gets the first one to fall in. So good job there by Quinlan. Makes the score 43-37.
Cawthorn on his third trip to the stripe tonight, and that is up, and that is no good. That's the first one that he has missed, and Muldoon came away with the rebound. So Merrill, was trying to work through the pressure that Cedartown had set up, and it's knocked away by Quinlan Cawthorn, and it will stay Bremen basketball. They inbound it to the backcourt. Now they'll go into the front court as number 31, Landon Hanna with it. Tries to give it up to Bo Dudley. Knocked away for a minute, but Dudley gets it back. Drives the lane, and how did he get that to go? My goodness.
I have no idea.
Talk about some uncontrolled chaos that ends in a basket for the Blue Devils. It's 43-39. Bremen refusing to go quietly into the night. Davion gives it up to Quinlan, the big man, from the free throw line. It is no good, just short off the front of the iron. Rebound taken by the Blue Devils, and we trap him on the far sideline, but he gets a pass up to Merrill. Merrill will now try to go ahead to number 11, Bo Dudley, and a lot of contact down low between Dudley and Aston Turner.
Aston Turner gets called for the foul. That's 3 team fouls on the Dogs in this period and 3 on Aston Turner.
4:14 left to play. Plenty of time in this one. Cedartown trying to get it set up defensively. Not in time, and Bo Dudley hits the 3 and lets the crowd know about it, and it's a 1-point game. 43-42. Dogs on top. ZDP, a steal by Buffington. The lay-in is good, and that is the first lead for the Bremen Blue Devils since the very first period. 44-43, Bremen on top. Davion Smith, left side, working off the ball screen. Throws up a hope and a prayer, and it doesn't land. Bremen comes away with the rebound. Dudley on the other end. The putback by Dudley, no good. Rebound putback, and that is good. That one from Landon Hanna. A 3-point lead for the Blue Devils, 46-43. Under 3.5 left to play. We've got a ball game here. Rittenhouse, Turner back to Smith. Davion, near side wing. He's going to give it to Aston Turner. They work it to Quinlan Cawthorn, the big man. Backs down the Blue Devils defense. Can't get it to land. Rebound taken by the Blue Devils. Bremen's Landon Hanna. Right side, far side working off the wing.
We have timeout called. I think Bremen called the time. They've outscored us 17-3 in this fourth period, or in the last several scoring times. Cedartown has just struggled here with 3:03 left to play. Let's take this timeout. We'll be back in a moment with more basketball action here on the BAA.
Rocky and Patty Tillery, 2 Cedartown High School graduates, and they stayed right here in the county and went into business. They employ right at 100 people, and they've been doing that for a long time. Most of their work is from out of the county, but they want to push our youngsters here, no matter what they're doing, Little League, Pony League, high school baseball, basketball, football, and soccer, and that's Polk County Public Service. They appreciate serving you.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
Well, back 3:02 to play in the ball game. Bremen with a 3-point lead, outscoring us 17-3 in the fourth period. And the Bremen Blue Devils will have the inbounds pass over in the corner.
They can check it into Buffington. Buffington goes back to Merrill with it. Merrill from the Bulldog logo, working to his left. The handoff will go to Landon Hanna. Hanna with it, trying to work around Rittenhouse. Brings it in the perimeter. The kick back out. It's another three on the way. No good from Dudley. The rebound taken by Colton Prather. Prather
got a score here.
Trying to push it up the floor. Gives it to ZDP. ZDP floats it in. And the basket and the foul from the big man, Quinlan Cothran. A chance to tie the ball game from the strike.
I'm telling you what, that is clutch there from Quinlan Cothran.
Falling out of bounds, he was able to get the basket to go and draw the contact. They got number 10, Thacker Dudley, on the foul. Cothran 5 for 6 from the charity stripe tonight with a chance to tie it. The and one is good. We're tied here at the Doghouse. 46 all. Coming up on 2.5 minutes left to play. A barn burner on a Friday night. Over to the right side. Now top of the key, Merrill. He's going to drive. Can't get that one to go. ZDP comes away with the rebound. The Dogs with a chance to go down and reclaim the lead. Zane Diamond Paisley. Back to Xavion. Smith goes to Prather. Prather to Rittenhouse. Rittenhouse from the corner. They go to Colton Prather with it. Davion Smith with it, going to work to his right, trying to work around Merrill. The pull-up jumper from the elbow, just short. Rebound taken by the Blue Devils. Buffington with it will slow things up. And a steal, ZDP knocks it away.
Oh, but then he lost it. Goes out of bounds in front of the scorekeeper's table. He had his hand on it, but he couldn't wrap it up. And Bremen's going to have possession back in an inbounds pass.
Merrill trying to get it in from the near sideline. Finally does to Thacker Dudley. Dudley gives it a double dribble and a turnover and a tag.
Yeah, he threw the ball on the ground, and that is an absolute killer of a mistake there by number 10. He threw the ball to the ground, completely unnecessary. And that's going to give a chance to give the Bulldogs the lead, uncontested at the free throw line, and the possession back, Sam.
Just
what a
under
turn of
2
events.
minutes left to play.
And you got ZDP at the line, your best free throw shooter.
The Dogs have battled tonight. First one on the way. Good. 47-46. Dogs reclaim the lead. Second free throw. Good. The Diamond Cutter delivers. The Dogs back with a 2-point lead, 48-46.
I got to remember that one.
You don't remember Diamond Dallas Page?
Yes,
and the
I do.
Diamond Cutter from back in the days of WCW? Well, we'll go back to the days of a timeout.
He's our very own.
We'll be back.
Back after this.
Livewire Surplus. Stop in today at 546 North Main Street. New items are arriving all the time. At Livewire, they have unbelievable deals on lawnmowers, weed eaters, and leaf blowers. But that's not all. How about your patio? Livewire has top-of-the-line grills, patio tables and chairs, fire pits, and so much more. All fresh off the truck, brand new, still packaged, and price is sale. Livewire Surplus, 678-861-5021. Take your truck. You're going to need it to load up on the savings.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big Double A.
1:50 to play the ball game. Cedartown was down by 3, has retaken the lead. They lead by 2 now, and Cedartown will have the inbounds pass after the technical foul. Bremen turned the ball over and threw a hissy fit, and the player was called for the tech. Both tech shots good, and Cedartown with the inbounds pass, and Colton Prather is going to do the chores.
Prather will trigger from the far baseline, and we throw it away.
What in the world?
You had to turn that possession into points, and you throw it away on the inbounds.
Oh, my.
Bremen basketball.
That was disastrous.
The Blue Devils trigger into Buffington. Buffington brings it into the front court. Diamond Paisley picks him up there. The handoff goes to Merrill. Merrill left side to Bo Dudley. Dudley gives it up. No, tried to go to Landon Hanna. Had to stick it in his pocket. Goes to Merrill, back to Dudley. Dudley working around the perimeter. Now they get it to Hanna. Hanna, the cut. Merrill, no good. A lot of contact, out of bounds, and they're going to say it's Bremen basketball.
Yeah, I think it was. I think we got a deflection there after that shot was no good. And I think that was the correct call.
We do have a stoppage as the officials are going to get together and talk about it.
If they change this call. No, they're going to call a foul on 20.
We don't have a 25.
There is no 25. Maybe there was no foul.
Inbounds pass. It goes to Dudley. Dudley to Landon Hannah with it. Hannah top the key to Buffington. Buffington working off right side. Now to Merrill. Back to the top of the key to Buffington. Buffington still working the perimeter. They give it up to Bo Dudley. Bo Dudley gives it up to Landon Hannah.
7 on the shot clock.
Right side. Now they're going to give the handoff to Josh Merrill. Merrill going to try to drive the perimeter, and a kick ball off for Bremen. Cedartown basketball.
Defense, Sam Branch. I'm telling you what, the shot clock was going down. It was down to 2. They were feeling the pressure. Cedartown's defense forces a bad throw, and the Dogs will get it back up 48-46 with 1:07 to play.
Davion Smith lobs it in, loose ball. Muldoon will track it down for Bremen. And the Blue Devils will get it right back.
Cedartown's giving Bremen every opportunity to come back here.
Back-to-back inbounds passes go awry for the Dogs, and they result in Bremen possessions. The last one was scoreless. Let's see if we can hold them here. Davion playing good defense. They get it out to Landon Hannah. Hannah drives the lane in the paint. The floater, it's up, and it's good. We're tied again, 48-all.
I'll take a tie instead of a three-pointer. We were doing a pretty good job guarding the perimeter. Now we got to get one here.
Davion gives it to Rittenhouse. Rittenhouse back to Davion Smith. Smith with it. Timeout on the floor. We'll take it with him. 48-all. 32 seconds to play. Back after this on the Big Double A.
Cedar Valley Golf Course has been the place to play golf in Cedartown and Polk County for 100 years. Locally owned and operated since 1924, Cedar Valley Golf Course offers 18 holes of some of the most beautiful fairways and greens in the area. Cedar Valley Golf Course is a proud supporter of the Cedartown High School Bulldogs and the greater Cedartown and Polk County region. Call today for tee time, 770-748-9671. Located just south of Cedartown at 1811 Buckhannon Highway. Cedartown's original golf course celebrating 100 years. Cedar Valley Golf Course.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big Double A.
32 seconds to go. Tied up at 48. Cedartown will have the ball out of the timeout after we called the time. Sam, Cedartown gave away 2 inbounds passes, one of those off of the technical shots. Bremen able to turn one of those turnovers into points to tie the game up. But Cedartown with a vital possession here, 26 on the shot clock, 32 on the game clock, and the Dogs must convert this into points.
Cedartown will trigger from the far baseline on their side of half court. Davion will do the duties for the Dogs. Davion will get it into ZDP. ZDP in the front court at the Bulldog logo. Gives it to Colton Prather. Prather goes back to ZDP. Near side wing back to Colton. They go to Prather, back to ZDP. They're trying to work it down low. ZDP, the fadeaway 3, no good. Rebound Bremen, loose ball. And a travel called against the Blue Devils. Cedartown basketball.
Wow. Late call from the official. But it was the correct call.
It was the right call. You are right about that. And the home team loves it.
Possession clock is off. Cedartown with a chance to win it on a walk-off here.
Davion Smith with it. 12 on the clock. Time winding down and a foul call.
Going to get it on number 11 for Bremen.
That should be 5 team fouls, and that should send Davion Smith to the stripe to shoot 2.
That is a terrible foul by Bremen.
Horrible decision by the Blue Devils.
I mean, seriously, Davion Smith.
He can win it here.
10 seconds. We need to make him, though. And we do make the first one. 49-48, Sam Branch.
He was clutch last year at home against Rockmart. He hit the 3 in the corner to lift the roof off of this place. The second free throw is no good. Bremen with the rebound. They've got a chance. Merrill with it and a foul called against Davion.
But we've got 2 fouls to give.
2 to give. That's fine. We're okay.
6 seconds.
A 1-point ball game. Ashton Turner's going to check in for the Dogs. Bremen will trigger from the baseline. We're going to call timeout. We'll take it with them. We'll be back after this break here on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network, the Big Double A.
Attention high school sports fans, are you an armchair official? You know, the parent or fan who constantly yells at the referees and loves to let everyone know just how bad you think they are. Well, if you think you could do better, then get in the game and prove it. It's time for you to suit up and make the calls where they actually count. Every sport in Georgia needs more officials. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Make the right play. Go to Peach State Ford in Cedartown today.
Rush to Peach State Ford in Cedartown. Peach State Ford has a championship lineup of new and pre-owned vehicles. Peach State Ford is now open in your backyard.
Peach State Ford is proud to be part of your local community. Whether you're waiting for your vehicle to get serviced, picking up a part for your vehicle, or stopping by to check out a new vehicle for yourself, Peach State Ford offers a wide range of amenities to enhance your experience. Peach State Ford in Cedartown, 2076 Rockmart Highway, 770-748-3673.
Bremen will inbound it from the baseline. They check it into Bo Dudley. Dudley from the corner. Has to back away. Shot block. Quinley Cothran comes away with it. The Dogs are going to stay on top and pick up the 1-point win over the Bremen Blue Devils on a Friday night from the Doghouse.
A thriller at home to start 2025. Cedartown Bulldogs. Quinlan Cothran saves our bacon. My goodness gracious, this place just exploded. Quinlan Cothran, the final score, 49-48, the Bulldogs win. And we'll go ahead and wrap this one up. Your FCA player of the game, it's got to be Quinlan Cothran. 24 points for the big man. He had a great game, Sam.
He had a fantastic game. Along with those 24 points, he had 9 rebounds. My guess is he had at least 1 or 2 more than that I missed. Probably going to finish the night with a double-double. Talk about his clutch free throw shooting. Quinlan Cothran going 6 for 7 from the charity stripe. Zane Diamond Paisley, a perfect 6 for 6. He finishes the night with 15 points. You've got Davion Smith and Hayden Rittenhouse both with 3. Jacavian Woodall and Ashton Turner with 2 points each. Andrew Carter in the fall, I say it a lot, the Junkyard Dog defense holds. And tonight, here on the hardwoods, the Junkyard defense would hold, and the Bulldogs pick up their first win in the 2025 calendar year, a thriller here from the Doghouse, 49-48. Cedartown will return to action tomorrow here at the Doghouse and on the Cedartown Bulldog Sports Network as we welcome to town the arch nemesis, the bad side of Fish Creek, the stinky Rockmart Yellow Jackets. The Dogs are going to try to continue to roll. We'll have all of the live play-by-play action here from the Doghouse. Girls will tip off at 3 o'clock, followed by the boys, which hopefully will tip off around 4:30. For our camera operator, Miss Gail Connor, tonight, for my good friend and broadcast partner, Andrew Carter, a Bulldog win here at home, 49-48. I'm Sam Branch saying, as always, good night, God bless, and go Dogs.